Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Travel with Siri. Please subscribe to my channel and activate the bell in order to get all the notifications. Singapore's Tiger Balm Gardens is more popularly known as Haw Par Villa, is an Asian cultural park. This garden is one of its kind outdoor art gallery with more than 1,000 sculptures and dioramas in the garden. This is going to be a lengthy video, so please be patient to learn about the traditional concept of a Chinese garden. I prefer public transport when I am exploring alone. I took public bus service to visit Haw Par Villa Park. There is a bus stop just opposite the Haw Par Villa Park where we need to alight if traveling in a bus. If you wish to travel in train, alight at Haw Par Villa MRT station in the yellow line and take exit A. Haw Par Villa is famed as Tiger Balm Kings from Rangoon. Rangoon is the former capital of present-day Myanmar. The Haw Par brothers, Aw Boon Haw and Aw Boon Par, have moved their business to Singapore in 1926 and achieved greater heights. In 1934, with unique and great vision of Boon Haw, Haw Par Villa Park was born for his dear brother. He wanted to immortalize and share the moral values behind the various meaningful Chinese legends by decorating the grounds to preserve Chinese heritage by educating the younger generation on important lessons to be learned in life. Physical expressions of the Chinese religion, folklore, history and stories burst out of this fantastical dreamscape. The Tiger Balm Gardens is fascinating not only for its contents but also for its rich history. From 1937 to present, many of its statues and dioramas have evolved, which mirror the unfolding history and fortunes of both the Aw family and of Singapore. Just at the entrance of the park, there is a museum for hell called as Hell's Museum. Please watch my previous video to know more about Hell's Museum and what happens in 10 courts of hell. I will drop the Hell's Museum video link under this video's description, or you can find it flashing in the iCards. It is uncertain about how the brothers got hold of the original recipe of the ointment, but the story of Tiger Balm was brewed from these crucial ingredients, as they say are luck, hard work, ingenious marketing, which got immense riches for its owners Aw Boon Haw and Aw Boon Par. You can find the official website link of Haw Par Villa Park under this video's description. Kindly note that this is not a promotional video or sponsored by anyone, but purely my interest in showcasing you all the places I visit. According to one of the garden's artisan caretakers, Mr. Boon Haw's last work in the garden involved remodeling a 15-level pagoda, in which he ordered the top 11 levels removed and replaced with a sculpture of Sakyamuni, the founder of Buddhism. Boon Haw's last visit to the garden was to see the completion of the Buddha. After Haw Par brothers, son of Boon Par, Aw Cheng Chai, travelled all over the world to promote Tiger Balm, and to commemorate his travels, he set up international corners within the Tiger Balm Gardens. The American corner possessed a replica statue of Statue of Liberty. The Tale of Madam Whitesnake. It is a touching love story between a woman and her husband Ziya, who transformed from a white snake. It celebrates Chinese values like courage, determination, and filial piety. In the 13th century, a jealous monk Fa Hai was envious of their happy marriage and trapped Ziya in the dungeons of the Gold Hill Temple. Madam Whitesnake displayed true love and bravery by rescuing him as the battle was fierce and difficult. Luckily, she had the help of water spirits who flooded the temple and helped in wave after wave of the attack. Suxian was eventually reunited with his wife, but at the expense of many innocent lives lost during the terrible fighting. I was so fascinated by the folklore and historic stories of this park has to offer, and explored every bit of the park, reading the stories and capturing them while processing all of these at once. The gods of happiness, prosperity, and longevity, representing the three top desires of men. The god of happiness is said to bring good luck and is usually seen as a wise scholar. The god of prosperity symbolizes wealth. Most importantly, it is a sign of reward for one's hard work and determination. The god of longevity is significant in Chinese culture, as a long life is closely linked to one's good fortune and virtues. Boon Haw became a traveling salesman, selling tiger balm on the roads across Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, the Dutch East Indies, Hong Kong, and China. Tiger car was a good example of how flamboyant he was. The tiger car was painted and modified to resemble a tiger on wheels, with a horn that emitted a tiger's roar and headlights painted red to resemble bloodshot eyes. There were 4 memorials erected at Haw Par Villa Park for Parents Memorial, Boon Haw's Memorial, Boon Par's Memorial, and Aw Haw's Memorial, who is the son of Boon Haw. In 1960s, a space in the garden was dedicated to at least 7 countries that Aw Shai visited while traveling all over the world to promote Tiger Balm. He visited the countries namely Australia, New Zealand, Thailand, Japan, Italy, Spain, and the United States, in which Little Australia contained scenery of Australian outback with koala bears, kangaroos, and swans. Jiang Ziya, the legendary sage's statue, was added to the signature pond in 1950s. Jiang Ziya's rod and hook were always 3 feet above the water, and he would say to the curious people who passed him, "My objective is not to fish, but to wait for a good ruler to pass by so I can serve him." And finally, when King Wen passed by and used Jiang Ziya's military strategies and spiritual skills to kill evil King Zhou. Till today, his books on war strategies are studied and used. The different scenarios of the war taken place to kill evil King Zhou was clearly depicted in the sculptures. Virtues and vices of traditional Chinese. Virtue to the traditional Chinese is the most important set of moral rules to follow. The virtues illustrated here are stories that provide practical lessons for all ages on how to behave and the importance of hard work, generosity, knowing right or wrong, loyalty, and the value of friendship. Vices such as laziness, gambling, and drugs should be avoided. Thriftiness and wealth. Being thrifty and saving up for a rainy day are important steps of virtue, especially true if one is poor, and be sure to stay away from stealing, as shown in the illustrations. The cavern below shows the sad lives of beggars who were to survive on the charity of others. This teaches us to share our wealth to the needy. In the top cavern, it is showed that wealth is much desired, but it can become harmful if not spent properly. Helping future generations. The hard-earned money should be put to good use by investing into the community to improve it and benefit everyone. This way one can be selfless and pave the way for future generations. We can see how the old folks are displaying teamwork in catching fish and building a bridge, while the younger ones are gambling and smuggling opium. One has to be careful not to fall into debt by getting addicted to gambling. Tang Dynasty Buddha. This virtues and vices tableau is dedicated to the Buddha Da Dian Pho, who is better known as Ziya from the Tang Dynasty. He travelled around the country in torn and tattered robes to observe the people around him. He is famous for working miracles, saving lives and helping the poor and weak through his magic. Religious piety. The ruler of China, Liang Wu Di, is seen here with his minister and advisor in the 6th century AD. He is a good example of the close link between religious piety and virtue. Liang Wu Di is thought to have brought Buddhism to the country. He built many temples and behaved religiously and practiced meditation. The Grateful Tortoise. This well-loved tale speaks about being rewarded for one's good deeds. Wang Qing was a kind man who loved animals. One day, he felt sorry for a tortoise which was being carried to the market, so he bought it and set it free in the sea. Years later, the ship he was in sunk and most of the passengers drowned, while Wang Qing was rescued by this grateful tortoise. This tale tells us the importance of determination, loyalty, and hard work. One of the tale is of Hong Fu No, who visited the Tang Dynasty military strategist Lin Jin on a bitterly cold night and gave him a winter coat as a token of love. Friendship and loyalty. Another popular tale used to explain the importance of being loyal to friends and warns of the consequences that betrayal could bring. It says, never to trust a friend who betrays you in the time of trouble. Hope you all enjoyed watching and learning about different historic tales of Haw Par Villa Park. Let us all abide to some rules and regulations and follow some principles and further teach our future generations the importance of all the virtues. Kindly note that the information gathered in this video is from the information provided at the Haw Par Villa Park itself. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and activate the bell in order to get all the notifications.